Welcome to a special edition of the Pup List. I'm James.
I'm Adam.
And we have a lot to talk about. We will go after literally, what time is it? It's 12:24. Within an hour of the ending of WrestleMania reactions. And, of course, at the very end, we will go through the WrestleMania reactions, and then we'll do NHL preview, and that's it for the night. And that's it.
Because Joe Flacco needs to lose the Cowboys.
Delete. Yeah, I already lost 0-2. I'm already dead from the Cowboys. And then we will do our next show on maybe Tuesday?
Yeah, Tuesday or Wednesday.
Tuesday or Wednesday. Yeah. So, I'm not going to lie to you. I watched highlights of NXT.
Yeah.
We'll start there. We're not going to start with the show itself, but we'll start with NXT. I only watched highlights of it. I will watch the 2 out of 3 falls match of Gargano and Cole. Gargano won.
Yeah.
And after knowing that he won, I understood why he won. It shows that they don't really have that. Even though there are so many great talent on NXT, there isn't enough main event talent on NXT. And I think Gargano, but I think Gargano staying will help them in the long run. And maybe we'll see Gargano at SummerSlam up at the main roster. Because, okay, so say you go Adam Cole.
Yeah.
And Johnny Gargano comes up to Raw or SmackDown and gets lost in the midst of everything that the fuck's going on. Who's Adam Cole going to face next?
Matt Riddle, Velveteen Dream.
But Matt Riddle just lost
Keith Lee.
Okay. Is that really going to sell, especially now?
Keith Lee would in Independence because he was big in Ring of Honor and other stuff. So
okay.
He'd sell.
I give you that. Yeah, he
would. Just lost. It doesn't really matter because Adam Cole just lost the North American title.
No, I was saying it's the title.
Got put in the WWE
because of Tasso Ciampa getting injured.
Yeah. So if they're staying down in NXT, Ricochet,
I don't think they will. I think they're going to be on a show after this week. I honestly do. I just think Gargano's staying down.
Debuting people like Tanahashi is supposed to debut in a couple of weeks.
Yes, I like that one too.
So
right now, I don't think you have enough developed main event roster on that one.
But that's the thing, though. Even if they're developed, the main roster is going to kill them anyways.
Well, developed main event status in NXT.
Yeah, and even then, the main roster is going to kill them anyways. Tyler Breeze was developed main event NXT,
and he got
killed.
Yeah, you're right.
Finn Balor, it took him this long to get back.
Holy shit, it took him so long.
He was like the biggest star at Shinsuke.
Yes.
Joe, it took forever for him to do something with.
I agree.
So, it's not really... They're not developing stars. They're developing people. The main roster just doesn't know what to do.
So would it have been fair to give it to Adam Cole and then let's say Johnny Gargano go to Monday Night Raw or SmackDown and just be lost for 2 years?
No,
literally lost.
No, but you don't have to promote him to the main roster. Johnny Gargano reminds me of Ambrose. He'll be fun as a champion for a little while, but the story in him is chasing the belt. It's more fun to see him go after the champion than it is to see him as the champion. It's cool now because he just won it and he fought so hard and everything. And
now he won it. Yay! Alright, this is boring.
But now it would be better, eventually give Adam Cole or Roderick Strong or one of them a run with it and let Gargano chase him. So when Gargano was doing his best over the past few weeks or months is when he was chasing Ciampa and chasing Black and chasing all these people. So basically, some people are just better as challengers than they are as champions. And I don't know, because this is the first week with him as champion, and maybe he'll be great. But it just seems to me like he'd be a better person to just keep challenging.
As I have my cat just going crazy on me. Kitty! This is what happens when you have a cat. She's crazy. There you go. Yeah. No, I agree. Yes. But yeah, Gargano won. He's the NXT champ. He's going to be around for at least another 6 months or 3 months, whenever.
Who knows?
SummerSlam.
Because KO had the NXT title was on.
And he was on the
next
he
Raw.
beat John Cena, the Versal title champ at the time. You were right about Pete Dunne and Walter.
Yeah,
Walter
destroyed him. Win because he's new and Dunn's had it for like 800 days.
So do you think Pete Dunne will be on Monday Night Raw or SmackDown?
I think he'll stay at UK for a little while and then eventually be on Raw or SmackDown.
Okay.
It's going to take some time because a lot of those people who are in NXT UK, most of them are there because they like staying there. They like being where their actual home is.
So they're not going to go anywhere.
So they might, unless they give them a significant raise, most of them aren't going to want to leave. That was the whole big issue with signing Walter, was before NXT UK existed. He said he was interested in WWE. He just doesn't want to be far away from. He doesn't want to be far from his home. And then they made UK, and
hey, you could sign. You were right about War Raiders.
Yeah, I figured Ricochet they would have won one of the two, but
we both said Riddle was going to beat Velveteen Dream because we both thought Velveteen Dream would be brought up into the main roster.
He won't last on the main roster.
He probably wouldn't.
He'll be like Tyler Breeze.
I agree.
He'll be an interesting character for like a week or two, and then they'll be like, okay, go in the corner.
Lost. Yeah. But Riddle lost. Velveteen Dream is still the North American champ. I think that actually helps both of them in the long run. In the long run, I really do. I mean, like you said, Matt Riddle can now go after the NXT title or whatever. He could still develop whatever else. Velveteen Dream will get another rivalry or two. Maybe next year Velveteen Dream will be brought up. I said Shayna. Shayna did win.
Yeah, she did.
And you said Io. I honestly did think Shayna is not ready yet. She isn't. There's a lot. You can look at Dana Brooke. You can look at fucking Tamina. I'm not saying Shayna
has more
bad as Tamina, but still she would be lost.
Shayna has more ability than them. All Tamina can really do is stand and try a
What about Dana?
Super kick.
Dana's a tough bitch.
Dana was, number one, she was brought up to be a manager.
Yeah.
She was never brought up to be
She kicked ass tonight.
Yeah. She did good tonight, but I'm saying, originally,
right.
Why she's taken that time to develop, well, she was just supposed to be Charlotte's manager for a while. Then all of a sudden they switched shows and kept her on one show and put Charlotte on the other, and they had nothing to do with her, so here, have a match.
Yeah, have a match. Well, she was also with Apollo Crews and Titus for a little bit.
Yeah, and
that was
she's
kind of weird, but whatever.
But Shayna, and I'd say she's a lot better than Tamina. All Tamina could do is attempt a super kick and do a belly flop off the top rope.
For Shayna?
No, for
Dana.
Tamina.
Tamina. Yeah, you're right. But no, they got Rogan. Rogan is a more badass than Shayna is, and she's right now just in a faction. She should. We'll get to that in a minute, but she should have fucking won that goddamn women's battle royale.
Ooh, Logan?
Yes. Yeah. Yes, Logan, not Rogan. Logan. Sarah Logan should have. But, like I said, we both said Adam Cole. We were both wrong. I think, Gargano staying in NXT for at least another, what's April? May, June, July, August. 4 more months, I think will help NXT a hell of a lot out. I think it's a good thing. What did you think about NXT? Because like I said, I only knew the highlights.
It was good. The tag match was really good. The world title match was good. The women's title match was kind of sloppy. Like, it was entertaining because kind of Kyrie and Io kind of cleaned up after the other two.
Right.
They were kind of like screwing up, but it was okay. I was surprised they let Shayna keep it just because, like, I have the same problem with that title situation as I originally had with the Intercontinental title situation when Finn won it early.
Right.
Why did Kyrie even win that title?
To lose
Because 2 days later, you're just going to give it right back to Shayna.
I don't know.
It made no sense, and I thought like one of those two would have got.
Unless Kyrie really fucking pissed somebody off.
There's also the situation where I think backstage they can be thinking, okay, maybe Shayna's not ready, but Io and Kyrie have been wrestling for years. They may be ready, and we need more teams for this new tag team division we started.
Might be right.
So maybe we'll call
So honestly, Io and Kyrie might be called up Monday or Tuesday.
Mm-hmm.
There's a possibility now.
Yeah.
Because you need more tag teams in that division.
Yeah.
So.
And you need to get Nia and Tamina far, far away from that division.
Yeah, we do. So let me start off in the reactions that I was having today. I started watching this at 4:30.
Yeah.
And I think it started at 4.
Yeah, with the
and I started from the beginning, because you could fast forward and shit through all the bullshit of like the Steve Roberts and Jerry the King Lawler and whoever the fuck else, 4 o'clock to 11:30. 7.5 hours is a long time. It's a very, very long time.
Yeah.
This is how I look at it. If you are a wrestler now, or if you are a superstar on NXT or Raw, SmackDown, 205 Live, and you are not in any part of any of the show of NXT TakeOver or WrestleMania pre-show or WrestleMania show, then you should not be in WWE, because they literally used everybody. Everybody.
No.
Who?
Bray. Sami Zayn.
Let's not go there. Let's just not go there right now.
Kevin Owens.
No. Now you're gonna make me cry.
I mean, he wasn't even in the Battle Royal. In the Battle Royal, he's the stupidest fucking thing ever.
Yeah, we'll get to that. 7.5 hours is way too fucking long. You started at 6. You have a half an hour, 45 minutes of a pre-show. You ended at 10:30. Yeah. 4.5 hours. That's all you need. 4.5 hours. You do not need 7.5 hours.
But thinking of it from their point of view, they had a 7.5 hour show, and how many people actually watched it from beginning to end? So yeah, so they know. But if we put it on, they'll watch it.
Still, dude, after the pre-show, I'm like, we still got like fucking 4.5 more hours of this shit, 5.5 more hours. I'm like, give me more beer. Just keep it going. I need more beer. Alright, pre-show. We're gonna go down the line. I don't give a fuck. We're gonna go through every fucking round. Once again, they just shit all over the 205 Live. They just shit all over the fucking
match, and that's all they
It was a great fucking match.
But they weren't gonna put on main card. Well, what match would you take off the main card to put that one on?
Honestly, I'm gonna be an asshole. The women's tag match.
But they wouldn't, because they're both the two people holding those belts are bigger stars right now than Buddy Murphy and Tony.
Oh, but Braun Strowman is on the pre-show?
That's because he pissed people off.
Jeff and Matt Hardy are on the pre-show?
That's because Matt was retired for 6 months and just randomly appeared again.
Asuka, Carmella, And Naomi were all on the pre-show?
Carmella's basically been R-Truth's backup dancer / stripper for the past 3 months.
Damn! You said it, not me.
And
you said it, not me.
Naomi was entertaining for a while.
Was she not like a huge thing of last year's WrestleMania? Same with
That's
Asuka?
just because it was in her hometown.
Same with Asuka?
No, it was 2 years ago for Naomi.
Yeah, you're right.
But, and the thing with Naomi too was, her title run was incredibly disappointing to them. Because nobody cared about
Well, what about Asuka?
They had the same issue with Asuka too. That people just didn't care that she was champion. And, like, Naomi, like, I never really got behind her just because from the day she debuted till now, she's always been the same character, just random rave girl.
Feeling too.
Just random rave girl. That's her character, just like nothing else, just random rave girl.
I'm not going to say she's great in the ring, but she's better than a lot of people.
Yeah.
She's good in the ring. And then, alright, fine. Whatever. I'll let you win on this one. I'll just let you win. Carmella winning the Women's Battle Royale. Like, is this nothing, something, or a lot?
It's probably going to start pushing her again, because she was a fun champion for the while she had it.
She really was.
She
was a good heel, though.
Yeah.
She was a great heel.
I think eventually she'll turn on R-Truth and go back to being a heel and being a bad guy. I think,
well, then she needs a title.
Which is going to be hard when there's only one, but there's only going to be one. They're not going to keep them separate.
They will. They will separate them. They might. We'll see.
Because even if she defends it on Raw,
I got it.
Even if she defends it on Raw, she's going to defend both belts because she is both champions. They're not going to have her defend just one title.
Unless
they won't. They're not. The last time they unified the title was the tag titles, and they had the people holding 4 belts and just defended both sets of belts. Like, they didn't just say, "Oh, you're just defending Raw today. You're just defending SmackDown today." They had them, and same with the women's tag titles.
Unless the challenger says, "Yo, we need the SmackDown title back, so fuck you." I'm bringing
same with the women's tag titles. They're on every show because there's one set of them. Cruiserweight title, 1 belt. They appear on SmackDown and Raw house shows.
I'll get to that in a minute. I'll get to that on a different show. But alright. Let's just get this over with. Kurt Hawkins and Zack Ryder.
That was stupid.
Why?
Because they wanted.
Why?
They always do that one random match that's like, oh, this person gets their ass kicked all the time. Let's feel happy and proud of them because they don't suck tonight.
But here's the thing. I don't even know where to start. That I give that an F-. I give that a 0%. They literally made, what was it, late Monday Night Raw to Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So a 6-day feud where it's like, oh yeah, Kurt Hawkins and Zack Ryder want to go after the Revival, and the Revival's like, you guys ain't shit, you guys suck, but okay, we'll give you the title shot. Oh, okay, it'll be at the pre-show on WrestleMania. Dude, I hate that shit. Like, okay. You have yourself, if you really wanted this to be good, and they were trying, okay, I'll give them the point that they were trying with Zack Ryder and Kurt Hawkins for maybe not every Monday Night Raw, but maybe every other Monday Night Raw. Hey, I'm like on a 269 losing streak, can you help me out? Oh, I can't, oh, then we suck. But don't worry, we'll get you a win, Kurt, don't worry. If you had more storyline with longer period of time, it would have worked out. This whole 6-day, oh, you got a title shot. Why? I don't know, because we challenged them. Alright, cool, where at? WrestleMania. What? How? It wasn't worthy. It wasn't. If this was like a Backlash, a Great American Bash, a No Mercy, Fine. Cool. You win the titles then, that's fucking phenomenal. That's a great story, and then you can turn that storyline into something beautiful that maybe goes into a SummerSlam, Survivor Series, Royal Rumble, WrestleMania. But you don't fucking just pull shit out of your ass, make it into like a fucking EC equals MC squared bullshit, and say, here, this is now gonna happen. I hate it.
I'm used to them doing this stuff. Like,
I hate it.
Because they did the same thing with him and winning the Intercontinental title.
Oh, Kurt Hawkins?
No, Ryder.
Oh, Ryder.
On that one WrestleMania just to make it a feel-good thing.
Well,
like,
I wasn't watching at the time, so I'm sorry.
But, like, there's other teams that should have been in that situation. Like, instead of being in the SmackDown one, Ricochet and Alistair should have been facing Raw. Or
in a ladder match.
Or even the B team, you could have put Hawkins.
Heavy Machinery.
Roode and Gable, AOP. I think the one guy's still hurt.
Who the fuck is AOP?
The one guy's still hurt. Fuck the show.
Alright, you're fine.
But the Ascension, who they've done jack shit with.
Nah, they're dead. No, they are. They're dead. They're dead. I'm done with them. I've been done with them.
But that's the problem too. Raw only really has like 4 teams. They have the Ascension, who they don't use. The Authors of Pain, who one of the members is hurt. The B team, Bobby Roode and Chad Gable. Breezango and Fandango's hurt. The Revival. And the Singh Brothers.
Adam, do you...
so there's like 5 teams.
It's terrible.
So like
the Raw tag titles is the worst.
Then on SmackDown they don't
have everybody.
Well, they have the Bar, they have Bludgeon Brothers, but they don't exist anymore.
No, they have Bar, they have Usos, they have New Day, they have the Blood Brothers.
But they're done.
They're done.
But Gallows and Anderson, but they're about to.
They might have Ricochet and they have
the Clones, who they don't use.
They don't do
New Day, Sanity, who they don't use.
Shit anything.
Then even if you're going to call some of these teams up from like NXT, there's more teams in NXT than there are on Raw. Because they don't know what to do with them.
It's just so much bull. It was disturbing.
They should have just had Revival squash them.
Yeah.
Because, number one, everyone acted like it was a big deal when Revival won the tag titles, which it was, because they finally got to something right.
They finally get it.
But then all of a sudden, ever since they won it, they've been the bitch of the show. They've been losing every match. They've been losing every match. It didn't
matter if they were the champions or not. They were always the bitch. And honestly, if I was Scott Dawson and Dash Wilder, I would just get the fuck out.
They can't. They're signed for 2 more years. They'd make them.
I mean, I love them. They need to make them into a perennial threat. Into Usos, New Day, Revival. Those should be your top 3 teams in the fucking company, and they don't do fucking jack goddamn shit.
But the reason they don't with the Revival is New Day and Usos have more charisma and ability to draw from the crowd more than just hearing the music and oh yeah, the Revival. Revival doesn't have that ability yet.
Yeah.
Which is a big reason they should have stayed in NXT for a little while. But they love calling people up and then fucking them.
Yep. So, and then we had the men's battle royale, which I thought would have been a great spot to make a real good heel push for somebody. Harper. Oh, I had something in my throat. For maybe those 2 little bitches from Saturday Night Live to somewhat try to fuck over Braun Strowman and then have somebody like Luke Harper. Sorry, another thing in my throat. To throw over Braun Strowman and win the Battle Royale.
Yeah, but you knew he wasn't actually going to.
But once again, this was literally saying, Braun Strowman, you don't come to work on time, you don't give a fuck, so guess what? Yeah, you're going to be on the pre-show. Yeah, because you draw a lot of fans, you'll win it, but you're going to be on the pre-show. So, bye-bye. So, the pre-show, I give it a C.
I give it a B. The Nice match was awesome.
That's the only thing that was awesome.
The
women's battle royale. I was out. And even though I knew what was going on, alright, fine, I'll give it a B-. I don't know, C+. Even though with the men's battle royale, I knew what was going on. I was like, alright, cool. This is kind of like Drew Carey getting chokeslammed by Kane. Alright, fine and great.
Yeah.
Now, let's...
But I still think they need to cancel those. Both the battle royals.
I agree.
And the stupid Greatest Royal Rumble. You can't have fucking...
You're not getting rid of that.
You can't have 4 Royal Rumbles in, 3-month time.
5.
It's ridiculous.
5.
Well, no, the greatest one doesn't have a women's because the women aren't allowed to appear in Saudi Arabia.
No, I'm talking about the men's real Royal Rumble, the women's real Royal Rumble, the 2 battle royals, and then the greatest.
The greatest Rumble, yeah.
So that's 5.
Yeah. And 4
I agree, but...
Especially since none of those last 3 Rumbles really mean shit. Because winning it doesn't do anything for you.
Which ones?
The Battle Royals.
Agreed.
And the Greatest Royal Rumble.
Okay. Alright, I thought you were talking about the last 3 that we have seen.
No, they don't do shit.
We're okay on that one, but okay, yeah, I get it.
They don't do shit for anyone.
What did Mojo Drawley do?
Nothing.
What did Matt Hardy do? Retire.
I mean, Matt Hardy, when he won, though,
but he retired.
Was when he started to be, broken. So it was different.
And they won the tag titles.
Him and Bray were doing...
And then they lost to the Beer.
So he was doing, at least, doing something, unlike Braun or Mojo.
Who won the women's one again?
Carmel.
No, the first one.
Asuka.
No, Asuka was in the SmackDown Women's Championship because she was the Women's Royal Rumble winner. So the first Battle Royale women's winner.
There was a Battle Royal before last year's.
No, there was only 2.
No, there were 3 of them.
Damn it. We're going to really look this up right now. Women's Battle Royales at WrestleMania. I swear it was some weirdo. Carmella won the 2nd annual.
Bailey.
Bailey?
No, Naomi.
Naomi, that's right. Because Naomi won the championship the year before, and then she did nothing and won the Women's Royal Rumble. Hey, it's a trend. And then Asuka, who was in SmackDown Championship match last year, lost, fine and great, but still won the title. Literally was a champion 2 weeks before WrestleMania, lost it, and then wait, Asuka. What am I talking about? I don't even know.
But even if they would have put her in that match and she won, what does it really do?
Nothing.
I mean, it's pointless. So, her winning that match doesn't do anything for her.
Let's get to the main show. And I thought the first hour was fucking phenomenal.
I was
mind-fucked. I understand, but it's the nostalgia. I know you're not a nostalgia.
I have no nostalgia for Hulk Hogan. I've never liked him. I've never liked him. I've always thought he was... How the fuck is a leg drop your finisher? The Undertaker does that as a normal move.
What about the people's elbow?
But he used the rock bottom as a finisher. He just used the people's elbow after that to fuck people. He used the rock bottom as a finisher more than he used the people's elbow. Because usually people would...
What about the worm or the caterpillar?
The Sky Tuhati isn't a real person.
What do you mean he's not a real person? He's a real person.
All he won was random tag titles. He's not a real person.
He won tag titles.
That's because he was... the other one was Lawler's...
Cool.
No, that's because the other one was Lawler's son.
Still, he won tag titles with the worm. Doesn't matter.
And actually they didn't. Because he'd do that, then Grandmaster Sexy would hit the leg drop. Like they do the worm, the hip-hop drop, and...
But I honestly thought the beginning of WrestleMania was awesome. I give it an A+. I think, alright, bring out Alexa Bliss. Alright, cool, fine and great. And she's like, yo, I could bring a WrestleMania moment from the snap of my fingers. And it's like,
when she first...
Hulk Hogan! I'm like, what the fuck is going on around
when she
here?
first did that, I thought she was going to put herself in the women's title match. I was like,
like, she's just gonna say fatal 4-way. I'm in. Fuck you, bitches. But, but no, fine. I know the nostalgia. You're probably alright. It's Hulk Hogan. I freaked out. I did. I went, oh, it's Hulk Hogan. Holy shit. Hulk Hogan did his thing. Alright, fine, agree. He had his little, 5 minutes. And then all of a sudden, Paul Heyman just marches down the ramp. And I'm like, what the fuck is going on? I had pizza here. I got beer here. I'm trying to get a beer. I'm trying to get pizza. And I got Paul Heyman marching down the ramp saying, if Lesnar's not in the main event, we're fucking starting this match now. And after the match, we're going to Vegas for an ultimately great time. UFC. And I'm like, what? My mind was blown. My mind was blown. It was a typical Brock Lesnar match. Alright, Brock Lesnar kills the person. Alright, person comes back. And then either the ending is Lesnar loses or Lesnar wins. And guess what? We finally we're done with the curse. We're done. We're done. Adam, we're done. No, we're done. I'm done with it. It's over. It's over. It's over.
We have all tomorrow, right?
No.
Sign a new contract.
No.
Yeah,
no rematch clauses. No rematch clauses. No rematch.
Tell Paul Heyman that will just be like, I get a rematch. Because I'm Paul Heyman.
We're done with this bullshit. It's over. We finally have a legitimate Universal Champion. The first one since Kevin Owens. Yes, I'm even counting Roman Reigns not legitimate because of his bad problems. That was unlucky and all that shit. The first legitimate Universal Champion since Kevin Owens. The Seth frickin' Rollins, and I loved every minute of it.
You know what's funny?
I loved it.
Even though he held it for one day, I'd say until Seth won, Finn was the second most legitimate.
I agree.
And he held it for 20 hours.
I agree. I 1,000,000,000% agree. And you know who is the least legitimate? Goldberg.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
I felt so bad for Kevin Owens when that happened. I was like, you're doing so good. And
that was so...
And it's all because you're fucking Chris Jericho.
No, it's because they wanted to put on Goldberg so they could have Goldberg and Lesnar because everybody loved that as Survivor Series.
No, it's because of Chris Jericho.
No, it's not.
He screwed him over.
Well, that's in storyline.
Still, it's because of Chris Jericho.
No, he's in AEW.
And now I can fuck them up.
That's what I gotta say. But no, we're done with this curse.
That's what you think, but it's not going to be true. Well, she's going to move to SmackDown and beat the shit out of Kofi. Become WWE champion.
We'll get to that.
Because SmackDown doesn't want stars for Fox. And they have a contract with the UFC too. So they might want stars that can appear on both things.
As long as Seth Rollins is on Raw and champion, that's fine.
And if Fox on SmackDown and this world champion?
That's terrible, yeah. I don't like that idea at all, too. Alright, so we got that. WrestleMania is hot off the fucking plate. It's fucking phenomenal. And we go straight into AJ Styles and Randy Orton, who I thought had a great fucking match. I thought
I figured it would be because both of them are always good.
They're great. And
I thought I really liked AJ, kind of each time outsmarting Orton. He'd fake going for the forearm.
Yes.
And just jump back and pull him.
And then he does a 450 slash after Randy Orton just falls on his back. Fuck! I forgot. All right, I'll just lay here.
Yeah, and then that's done the third time. When he was up on the ropes and then Orton grabbed him and just pulled him down. And
he kind of did almost a stunner type thing or whatever, and boom. Phenomenal forearm, 1, 2, 3, AJ Styles, let's fucking go. I loved it. I thought it was amazing.
I was talking to my guys about it. Even though they're going their current route with the champion, I could see him being champion soon again.
Right? I mean, AJ?
Yeah.
That's what I meant. Yeah, AJ? Yeah, I can too. I can see him being champ.
Especially by the time it moves to Fox. Because he's the big draw right now.
I agree. I 100% agree on that. Next up, I think, was SmackDown tag titles, which is good. It was good.
Yeah.
I expect
some of the teams in it were kind of stupid.
I expected
Shinsuke and being in it.
Yeah.
And the Bar being in it when they haven't done anything in like a year. And when you could have put the Hardys and
you could have
Gallows and Anderson in it and at least made it more entertaining.
They got fucked in the ass.
But like
Usos won. I expected that.
Yeah,
I did. Even though I said, we both said Hardy Boys to win.
Yeah,
we both said they would
randomly show up.
Yeah, you're right. But no, after they did it, I'm like, all right, Usos are winning this. Just let Aleister Black and Ricochet have their spots. There were a lot. No, the ending spots with all the kicks to the face, I thought was
the best was.
I thought that was
the powerbomb where Ricochet just rolled through everything.
Yes, that was the super suplex powerbomb, whatever the fuck, and he just kind of rolled. And he was like, "What the fuck did I just do? Whoa, I'm alive!" And then kick. Uso splash, 1, 2, 3. I'm cool with that.
I mean, I wasn't happy with Usos winning because I thought Ricochet deserved it. But I was happy that at least they didn't take the loss.
Yes. Yeah, exactly.
Because if they would have taken the loss, it would have
been sucked. It's like, oh, Jesus. 3 times in 1 week. Because they had a Raw tag.
Well, that's what I kind of figured. But the Raw tag title, I could see them getting another shot at the Raw tag titles now that these two are the champs. Yeah. Because the way they lost the Raw tag titles was basically a count out.
That's true.
And also, like, when they lost the NXT titles, like, I never thought War Raiders would lose anyways, but I figured, okay, they're going to win the SmackDown or Raw tag titles now because they didn't win those, so they're going to win something.
They got to win something, you know. After that, what was right after that?
After which one? The SmackDown tag titles wasn't it Shane and Miz?
You might be right. I think it was Shane and Miz. I loved it. I absolutely fucking loved this match. Once again, The Miz paints a beautiful, beautiful story within a match. He always does. He does it even as a face. Yeah. And you know what? Even with the gimmick of having his father in the ring and trying to fight, that was so fucking funny. Here's his father, and then Shane McMahon comes up and kind of brings his fists a little bit up. But all right, now you're ready to fight me. Loved it. Loved it. I thought this match was entertaining from the beginning to the end. I loved it.
It was fun.
It was short, but it was sweet. It was sweet.
I liked the ending spot, but I would have changed it a little. I would have still had Shane end up rolling over to do the pin, but since that wasn't that far of a fall anyways, I would have had Miz do a skull-crushing finale. Off the barricade down into the pit. And then have Shane just fall, they both fall.
The only reason why I think they didn't want to do a skull-crushing finale because of it was still 15 feet up in the air.
But they landed on a foam mattress, basically.
Yeah, but still,
cardboard.
Still with gravity.
And Shane jumps off of stages every day.
Yeah, but
that's what he does.
Do it leaning head first. They do.
I mean, he did once when he did the elbow drop.
Well, he learned from that.
And when he got hit by Steve Blackman from the Gundos.
SummerSlam. Boom. I remember that.
Or when he got thrown through the glass twice by Kurt Angle.
Well, Vince McMahon was not a happy camper after that shit. And the Kurt Angle was like, well, it's not my fault. And Shane's like, it's my fault, Dad. He's like, I don't give a fuck. Nah. Whatever. But no, I thought that match fucking phenomenal. Great ending. Great result.
I liked all Shane doing his entrance. He kept making the guy repeat him.
Yeah. Oh, it was so good. So good. Heel Shane needs to stay.
I think he will, because I think right now there's really no like definitive idea if on Raw Triple H and Stephanie are actually face or heel, because they just kind of exist. Like they're not like being overly against anyone anymore. They're just kind of
whatever.
There. And I think, as I was telling you this earlier, I think Vince is soon gonna step away and focus more on XFL development.
Right.
And Shane is gonna be the new Vince. Like everyone kind of thought, like Stephanie, because she's just naturally a good bad guy, because she gets annoying, and usually
she's a bitch.
And usually people, until now, when women's wrestling's been focused, usually people can't get to her, because even like the baddest like star, unless you're Austin, isn't gonna, like, if you're a good guy, you're not gonna attack Stephanie, because then you're a bad guy. But now the women can, like, she could get. Like,
now
get after her.
Kick her ass and shit.
But I think Shane is going to be like the new Vince now.
I hope so.
I think, like I was saying the other week, I think Sanity is going to be basically like his corporation.
I was waiting for Sanity to get into this match.
Yeah.
And that's what I really wanted. So then,
I
thought Shane was going to win because of that. And they were going to be their new posse.
I was waiting too, but there was really no opportunity for it, because number one, most of the fighting was in the crowd. So when are they really gonna
get into the crowd?
Gonna randomly get into the fight? And also, a big part of them is like their entrance, and like the lights go out and like sirens, and like they're there. You can't really do that in the middle of
WrestleMania match.
Well, not just WrestleMania match, just that match, because that match like maybe spent 2 minutes in the ring, and everything else was in the crowd.
Yeah, no, you're right. But I thought overall, great match, great final. I'm excited to see where they go from here on that one. Then we literally get the WWE Championship.
Actually, I have one more thing about the Miz thing.
Ooh, what?
Everyone kept saying, when she was going on Stephanie, that Becky's the new Stone Cold. I think Miz is.
Really?
Because Miz is going to be the one that constantly goes against Shane, and goes against what he's saying, and goes against... And even like with Stone Cold, there was that brief period of time where he was aligned with Vince for a little while.
Right.
Like helping each other out.
Right.
But then they turned on each other again, because that's what they always do.
That's what they always did. It was so beautiful.
I think Miz is going to be Shane Stone Cold, where he just constantly
goes
after it.
I hope so.
Beating the shit out of him as much as he can.
I agree. I think that would be a beautiful backstage segment every week of Shane McMahon trying to piss off somebody else, and Miz comes out of nowhere and just beats the fuck out of Shane, and I think that would be amazing. I hope you're right. Now, in the middle of WrestleMania, and this is so weird to say, but in the middle of the WrestleMania with still 6-7 matches left to go, we have the WWE Championship. And I swear, and Adam can say this, he could be a witness. When I saw, I think it was when Kofi or Daniel Bryan were coming to the ring, and it shot towards the, something under the covers of the podium by the fucking German announce table where the economic title was. I was like, there's a title under there. Kofi wins tonight, guaranteed, 1,000,000%. I put all the money on it, and I texted you that. You're like, yeah, probably. You might be right. And lo and behold, I love this match. First off, I loved it. Dude, if we did not have Becky versus Charlotte versus Ronda, this should have been the main event.
But I wouldn't have been. It would have been Brock and Seth.
But this had that main event ending feel.
It did, but the
ending was organic.
Say the triple threat wasn't a match.
Ironically.
say the triple threat wasn't a match.
Right.
WWE booking would be, okay, Seth and Brock, because it's Raw, because it's Seth, because it's Brock. They would have most likely put Kofi and Bryan like 2 or 3 matches before them, not like the 5th match of the night,
but like,
it wouldn't have been the main event.
With the storyline, with the storyline, the momentum, and the Kofi Mania, this would have been, should have been, could have been the main event. With the whole match how it was, from beginning to middle to end, it was WrestleMania main event feel. Even to the end, with Kofi Kingston in the ring, everybody, Xavier Woods literally holding back tears, Kofi Kingston's kids in the ring. I was waiting for the bottom right corner of it saying, WWE Productions, WrestleMania, alright, we're off air. I was waiting for that, and then I realized we have 2.5 more hours to go. I loved it. This match, best of the night.
I loved it.
Best of the night.
I loved it too.
Best of the night. From beginning to end, best of the night.
I say the...
And I understand the in-ring performance wasn't best of the night, but the production, the hype, how the match went, how the match ended, it was WrestleMania match. It was WrestleMania match all over the fucking place with this match. Best of the night.
It was a good match. I'd say the best match though would have been probably AJ and Randy.
I agree. I mean, I understand what you're trying to say. Yes. But with everything, with the hype, the storyline.
Also, I'd say the Triple H Batista just because they both want fucking
We will get to that. Oh my lord. We will get to that. But okay. I mark my words, and I texted you this right after the match, and I said it even last week, and I'm saying it right now. It is right now 1:11 in the mornings, Monday morning, Sunday night, whatever the fuck you want to say. Less than 48 hours from now, I guarantee Kofi Kingston will not be champion.
I would have said that.
He's not.
I would have said that if
they're gonna do it.
No, if they didn't take away the whole automatic rematch thing.
I don't care.
Like, I don't know. Bryan doesn't get a rematch.
No,
so
he's gonna weasel his way in.
Why? How? They don't like him. Shane doesn't like him. The management.
No, like they're not going to. I don't care. Vince likes him.
Not really, though.
No. Vince is doing it, and you know who? I'm saying it. You know what's gonna happen? You're gonna have almost the same ending. The lights turn out. Bray Wyatt, Sister Abigail's Kofi. Lights go out. Lights turn on. Kofi is down. Bryan covers him.
I can see that.
Bryan wins the title back this Tuesday.
I can see that happening in a different way. Lights go out. Bray hits both of them. So Kofi keeps it, at least until a pay-per-view.
I don't know.
Gets like a legitimate run more than Christian ever got or Kane.
Nope. He's having a Christian type.
And then,
he's having
at the pay-per-view, they have a triple threat with Bryan,
Bray, and Kofi.
Kofi for the title.
Kofi will only be a 2-day champion. I guarantee it. Dude.
If this was the first SmackDown on Fox, I would have said yeah, because they're probably going to title match cram that show.
No, they're doing it.
But I don't think they're going to.
No, just because you know why?
Like if they had the automatic rematch, I'm like, yeah, that's going to happen because Bryan will be pissed, come back. Get a rematch. But that doesn't happen. Yeah, but you don't get an automatic rematch.
Vince will do it. They will just do it because they want to. And they did this just for the feel-good story. There's no way, there's no chance in hell that you will have, after this week, Becky Lynch, Seth Rollins, and Kofi Kingston all feel-good fan stories be your major champions. There's no fucking way. No way. I don't care what you say. There's no way Daniel Bryan is being your champion after Tuesday. And I'm going to cry and laugh in insanity when it happens. I just think it's going to happen, man.
I think he'll lose it, but I think it's going to be the pay-per-view. I think they'll let him keep it for... Because if they want to...
Because it's May 19th. It's only like, what,
or they
5 weeks
not
now?
even have the Money in the Bank person cashing on it.
Ooh,
that night. And they're like, the Money... And for all we know, since there's no rematches...
Kevin Owens.
The Money in the Bank person could be Daniel Bryan.
It's going to be fucking hilarious! If it's Daniel Bryan, that'll
Since there's no rematches, he could randomly win.
What if it's Eric Rowan?
They're not giving Eric Rowan a fucking title.
Fuck it, they're not going to do that shit. But no, I love this match. I thought it was phenomenal. Beautiful. I can't say anything bad about
the whole one. Rowan was trying to back down Kofi, and then they all like jumped it. And like just how long it took Big E to get him up. Wait a minute.
I think I got it. Alright, Xavier, ready? Alright, cool. Oh, yeah, okay. I don't give a fuck this shit. Next match was Roman Reigns and Drew McIntyre. It was boring.
Yeah.
Alright, cool. Roman Reigns comes back.
I still think Roman needs a new moveset. The Superman punch and the spear suck.
It does. And it's just fun. Alright, cool. One Superman punch, one spear, 1, 2, 3. Okay, good night. Alright, I'm out. Alright, next one. Even though this was the shortest match of the night, I loved it. I loved it. You needed this. I think this was literally right after the Kofi Kingston feel-good story.
It was. Yeah. And I liked it because, number one, you knew it wasn't going to be long because Ray's hurt.
Yes.
But number two, it kind of shows even more so like how vicious and much of a dick Samoa Joe can be in a match where he just doesn't give a shit.
And I don't know if you saw the YouTube because, you know, WWE has those like really funny promo preview bullshit, and it was funny because I watched the Samoa Joe one, and he was not in character for like, it was like 3 minutes and 29 seconds. And he wasn't in character for the first 3 minutes and 15 seconds. Because he was like, yeah, it's great to be in it's great to be in WrestleMania. Yeah, you know, Rey Mysterio has a long story. You know, he's been with WWE for a very long time. He, you know, a very decorated champion, blah, blah, blah. But, you know what? He's not going to walk out. I'm going to make him pass out. Right? That's how it's going to
be. The one problem I had with the finish and with two of the matches is they didn't stick to the normal rules of matches. Because normally, in a match with the submission, you go 1, 2, 3, I agree. Yes. And the Fatal 4-Way thing. Originally, each member of each team was in the ring. Okay. Now they're saying, only 2 teams are in the ring now.
Right, which sucks. I know what you mean on that. You know, at first it's like a Fatal 4-Way, then all 4, you know, are in the ring, and then you can tag, you know, your tag team partner in and out and all that stuff, but it's only the 2. And yeah, way back in the day, you know, especially, it was a whole dramatic thing. Yeah, like, 1, 2, I'm up, okay, fine.
Because they even did that in the Kofi match, but they did it more than one time. They had him go one. No, it was one. Then on the second one, he like fought it back.
Did he?
Yeah.
Shit.
So they don't even keep it the same for like matches.
I guess it's just whenever the referee thinks it's time to call it quits for that person. But loved it. Rey Mysterio hit the 619. I honestly thought, oh my god, he's gonna win. And then he goes on top. He misses his little cartwheel, try to roll up shit, and then he just falls on his ass, and then torpedo clutch, game over. Well, he just done, game over. Loved it. You needed that after the Kofi Kingston thing. You needed something evil like that, and I loved everything about that. I don't know how you were right about this. I don't know what you read up on this, but you were right. The Fatal 4-Way Tag Team Women's match. That's
because they're like the most over right now. Like they're hated, like, and they don't even do much. But okay, of the teams in there,
Right.
Tamina and Nia get no reaction. Gets no reaction.
Okay, yeah, you're right.
They come out and it's just
whatever, because they suck so bad.
And no one makes a sound. They just watch them. Natalya and Beth Phoenix, yeah, it's a good story, but no one really cares. Bayley and Sasha, everyone loves, because everyone loves Bayley and Sasha. But the Iconics are legitimate heel team, and they're actually the only one that's a legitimate team because they've been a team since NXT. I just thought the way they won was hilarious because it reminded me of Edge and Christian, and the fact that they did it to Beth Phoenix, who was Edge's wife, it makes it even funnier.
That is funnier, yes. It's very ironic that they did it.
That's how they always won their matches. They just wait till the very end and just
go, tag it, alright, cool, 1, 2, 3, alright, we're gonna get the fuck out. What? They were what? Champs? You know what? And I think this is gonna be a lot of good storylines with a lot of good face tag teams. This is a great idea to try to get Kairi Sane and Io in. You could still have Sasha and Bayley in this.
The Riot Squad still. Mandy Rose and Sonya.
I like it. You know what? You were dead right. I gotta give you the props. That was a good one. That was a good one. Then next, I believe, was which I thought was the most brutal match of the night, and surprisingly very entertaining, and it really brought us back to the late 90s, early 2000s, even though the both participants combined at 99 years of age. Triple H and Batista.
Wait, aren't you just saying Ric Flair isn't that 99 years of age?
Oh, yeah, exactly. Well, yeah, Ric Flair is 99 years old. Well, he's 70 years old. I don't care.
But yeah, that match was really good. I liked that. The whole match, I was just, every time he went under the ring, I was like, Sledgehammer? Sledgehammer?
I saw it! Over your right! Over your right! Just go a little bit to the right! Oh, wait, no, a little bit shorter! Alright, there you go, you got it.
And then, breaking his fingers with the wrench.
With the monkey wrench?
And then getting the pliers and his nose.
Oh, my God!
And then,
I love
basically Superman punch with the sledgehammer.
Yeah, he did a Superman punch with the sledgehammer. I loved it.
I think he might have lost grip of the hammer when it was happening, but when he first brought him up for the powerbomb and he had the hammer in his hand, I thought he was going to do it.
He was going to do the
But then, right when he went to raise it, the hammer started to slip.
Yeah.
So he just dropped it and was with the bar.
Right? We're not just going to hold you up here for a minute until you get your grip on those sledgehammer. So you know what? There you go. And then Ric Flair coming out. That was good. I liked it. I liked it a lot. I thought that.
Except for the fact that he needed to wear a belt. Because his pants got falling down and he had to keep going, falling his pants up when he was trying to give him the sledgehammer.
Oh my God. Fucking Ric Flair. But no, I thought that match. Batista looked good after about 5 years of ring rust.
Except for his shitty tattoos, yeah.
Well, yeah, I don't know what the fuck's going on. He's a Rock or something.
Rock's tattoos look better than that.
Well, yeah, I agree. But I don't know what the fuck Batista's doing. We'll probably never see Batista again.
I'm sure he'll show
Maybe
up again.
3 years.
He'll show up again, especially if they
3 years.
let him promote his stuff. I mean...
Yeah, you're right. If they let him
promote his stuff. Because he is friends with all the people in charge now. So
he is. So he's going to get whatever... Well, except the title match.
I mean, maybe he wanted to win the Royal Rumble that one year.
That was terrible. I was not watching at that time, and thank God I wasn't. I would have killed everybody in sight. Then... which a very, very pleasant surprise, and I am very excited to know that this was the last men's match of the night, and it was Bobby Lashley, Intercontinental Champion at the time, versus the Demon Finn Balor. And I thought this was a very... I can't even really think of the words. I'm still a little drunk. I thought it was really awesome to have Finn Balor the last men's match of the night.
Like I was saying though, I thought that showed Raw thinks higher of the Intercontinental title than the Universal right now.
Which they should.
But also,
which they should.
My whole issue with, like, I love the Demon, but my whole issue with him has always been, okay, if you're going to be the Demon, you can't do the same moves Finn Balor the normal person does. You need to do something different. And he came out with, like, that Trouble in Paradise, like, spinning kick, and then, like, the... like flipping, what's it called?
The what?
The neck breaker thing. Him and Seth Rollins both do it.
Sling blade?
Yeah, the sling blade.
Okay.
Like he did a different version of it.
He did it
from behind.
Right.
And
then he did a powerbomb! He powerbombed Bobby Lashley! Wait! Finn Balor? No, I'm sorry, not Finn Balor. Demon Balor! Fucking powerbombs! Fucking Bobby Lashley, and then instead of Bobby Lashley being like where they always are in that spot, being perpendicular, you're gonna get Swanton bomb. He was more parallel to get the coup de grace.
Yeah. I liked it, but I mean, like when I was watching with my cousin, he was shocked that he did the power. I wasn't really so much because in NXT he's powerbombed Samoa Joe, and in his first match on Raw he powerbombed Roman Reigns.
Right.
So
you're right.
He's kind of like Neville, where he like looks really small, but he's really strong.
Really strong. You know, he could do that to like bigger wrestlers. You know?
And like I love that. Like they kept Lashley kept trying to fight it, and then he just like elbowed him in the face and like hit it. Like that was impressive. I also like the weird reverse suplex he did on him was cool. But that's like my whole thing has always been with him. Like I love both him as normal and him as the Demon, but like the Demon needs to be different.
Right.
The Demon needs to have different moves. The Demon has to be able to last longer, which he did in this match. Like he got speared like 6 times and like stuff.
Yeah, he got speared out of the ring, and then he got speared
2 times out of the ring,
and then he got speared regularly in the ring by his finisher, and he still kicked out 1-2 kick out. So that was good. That was really, really good.
His entrance I thought was going to be like a little bit more, but it was so cool.
It was so good.
Yeah.
It was so good. It wasn't the greatest, but it was still like B+, A-.
Triple H's entrance was great.
Oh my god. It was like fucking...
Mad Max.
Mad Max, exactly. It was Mad Max. That's what I was thinking of. But no, I loved how Finn Balor, of course, got the win. Was the last men's
I like that he got the win
of the night.
But, like I was saying a few weeks ago, it would have meant more if this was his first Intercontinental title win.
I agree.
Like, they should have never had him win the first pay-per-view and just had him win here.
That's what I was saying that even before that. It's like, just let him lose to Bobby Lashley in the handicap match or whatever. Don't let him win. Have him keep on losing to Bobby Lashley and then be like, you know what? Fuck it. You're getting the Demon at fucking WrestleMania, so go fuck yourself and let's go. And they didn't. They fucked it all up.
But I do like, as I was texting earlier, that right now, at least it appears, all the champions are Triple H's people.
Yes.
That's Seth Rollins, Finn Balor, Samoa Joe.
Yeah.
Except for the tag champs, which he kind of like Zack Ryder, I'm sure. But SmackDown is the Usos.
Becky Lynch.
Yeah, Becky is both women's champions right now.
And you got Kofi Kingston.
And Kofi is the WWE champion currently.
It's fucking amazing.
But I could see a situation where
Daniel Bryan.
heel KO returns. They'll fuck shit up and...
I would love
No, that's what they do. Like you just think, like Daniel Bryan's gonna be put back in it. What if, like, the no rematch thing is legitimate and KO just comes back and like, oh yeah, my title reign from a while ago ended in a bullshit way, so
give me a match.
I want this match
tonight.
I want a match against
on
Kofi
SmackDown right now, and then wins it. Which brings us to the main event. I thought up until the very, very last 3 seconds of it was a great match.
It was kind of sloppy too.
It was sloppy. You're right. It was a little sloppy, but you know what? I wasn't expecting anything perfect. even though WrestleMania main event should be near perfect. But I gave them some leeway, and I thought they told a very good story in the match. They did have very good transition from like one versus one type shit. Oh my god. Who was it that fucked up hardcore though?
I like that too. I mean, all of them did at some point. But I like that in two of the matches, like, I think this might have been Vince's little dig at Jericho. Two different people.
Oh, you're right.
And in the Cruiserweight title match, Nice legitimately did it. Because he did the knee in the back and, like, arching back fully. And then Charlotte did like the Boston Crab version, but the standing up.
At first she had it with no legs, around that, and so it was like the Walls Jericho at first. So yeah, there was a little dig on that. I thought it was amazing until the end. The end
was confusing, but like I said, really I think a lot of it. I think both Charlotte and Ronda both got hurt in that match. And I think they just kind of were like, okay, just finish it. Yeah. Because Charlotte's injury, I'm saying, is mostly her fault if she really did hurt her knee. Because taking the knee pad down and then trying for that move. Okay, I get it. You take the knee pad down in the match like that. But if you know you're going to go for a move like that, it takes you like a second. Just put the knee pad back up, go for it, hit it, and you're fine. Like, she, basically, planted her knee real hard on the mat. So I think she got hurt there. Ronda Rousey's, leg was cut most of the match. Yeah. So I think they were both like her, and they were just like, okay, let's just end it.
It was just a really weird one when she was going to Piper's Pit. Pretty much, it was almost like when Finn Balor coup de grace Brock Lesnar, and Brock Lesnar put it into the triangle hold, and then he taps out. It was more anticlimactic than that because Piper's Pit, she sort of hit it on Becky Lynch, but Becky Lynch kind of rolled over for the 1, 2, 3. It was just weird. I wanted more of a definite ending. I wanted a finisher ending. With Becky Lynch hitting something that was definite, that got the 1, 2, 3, because, okay, I understand. You're not going to get the fucking tap out on Ronda Rousey.
Well, and that's her finisher, though. Her finisher is the armbar.
Right.
And if they were feared both people were injured, they weren't going to have someone do a submission hold to him, because only Triple H is sadistic enough to be like, my quads torn? Go ahead, do the walls of Jericho. I'm good. Go ahead.
I'll be COO one day, so it don't matter. Exactly.
I think that they were just like, okay, let's end it as quick as we can. Because then the way I could tell, you thought, if it was planned, it was awful. The way I could tell it wasn't planned was because, number one, there was another belt at ringside.
That's
which
what
means
I thought.
they were going to reveal another title.
That's what I thought.
If it didn't end that quickly and just like, oh, okay. I mean, part of it, too, could be, I know they're on their own network now, but could have been a time issue, too, where they were just like,
let's go.
Okay, we're running, these are running long, we need to
get the fuck
out. Go, because, I know on their network they could go as long as they can.
Well, maybe not in
stadiums you have a certain amount of time you can go till, which is usually midnight, and they were pushing right up into that with that match.
Exactly.
But there was one thing that was really fun that wasn't a match. Was the return of good John Cena.
I love this! This was fucking phenomenal! It got me marked out. I marked out. I never thought I would ever mark out to John Cena. And I did.
When I first saw the Babe Ruth video, I was like, did someone break something?
At first, when it said suspect or whatever the fuck, I was like, Bray Wyatt, here we go. Oh my god, this is great. And then it was like, Babe Ruth. And I'm like, so is Bray Wyatt going to be like a baseball player from 1922 or something? What's going on? And my cousin Connor is like, wait a minute, if this is going to be John Cena, isn't he a hardcore Boston Red Sox fan? And I'm like, wait a minute, I think you might be right. So it's this is going to be bullshit if it really is, but it's still played off.
Yeah.
But no.
I mean, not really. Though. I don't know, like, how hardcore of a whatever fan he is. Because, like, when he was that character, he wore jerseys from, like, every city.
No, you're right. He did. And he came in with a Babe Ruth jersey, and oh my god, dude. And I'm like, what? And he came out with the word life!
And like the whole, like, normally this is called the attitude adjustment.
Normally, he's like, don't worry, you ain't going to AA. Tonight, you getting the FU. I'm like, let's go! I want to see this. No, the first words he said was like, yeah, this is the John Cena heel turn. I'm like, let's go. Let's fucking go. Give him the 17th title right now. I don't care. Just give it to him. I hate him, but give it to him. He's already got me.
Beats Kofi on Tuesday.
Oh shit. The Doctor of Thugonomics.
Like, I mean, I don't think this is here to stay. It was on.
No, yeah, it was a one-time deal. Yeah,
but
it was so.
It was
good.
funny. It was
so good.
I liked just him coming back. That was hilarious.
Because we all know you like to stay here and play with yourself. I love it. I fucking love it. Dude.
And then he threw the nut. He's like, here, you might not.
Yeah, like, here's my nuts to suck on. I know you like to stay here and play with yourself. I'm like, oh my god, this is the best. I might want to watch that promo again. You know what? As much as there were a couple one sloppy finish, a couple head scratchers, B+ WrestleMania.
Yeah.
B+. You know what? We all get. You know what? And the weird thing is, even though I said we're gonna get a lot of probably bad stuff, it's the calm before the storm, my friends. We got a lot of positive shit tonight.
Yeah.
We got a lot. We got AJ Styles.
Really, the only negative, I think, and it's not really a negative because they're faces, but it's Ryder and Hawkins winning the titles.
Yeah.
Because that was, I mean, Baron winning was confusing, but I understood why he did, because it was Kurt Angle's last match, and that's what you do in your last match. You lose. And,
right.
like, I get it. But
he lost clean.
Yeah.
There was no heel. I mean, yeah, of course he is a heel, but there's no dirty shit.
And I still think he has one of the coolest finishers.
I do too. I do too. I love it. I love the end of days. And
even his movie done before it,
6 Deep?
Yeah, the spinning powerbomb thing.
Yeah.
That one's
6
cool.
Feet Deep or whatever.
Yeah, that one's cool too. He's getting better.
He just needs, and you know what?
He needs to go back to his original character, where he was like the lone wolf, and he was just like there to hurt people and fuck people.
I have a crazy idea. Because I read a story. Of course, I read a story. What else is new? That Kurt Angle said in an interview, and it was, you could go look at it, whatever. That he said that he signed a new contract with WWE, and he said that he might be a general manager, he might be a manager.
But there's no general managers anymore.
No, but he might be a manager to like an individual.
Yeah.
How funny would it be for a storyline? Because Kurt Angle, they can make this shit up whenever the fuck they want. Because for fuck's sake, you have Kurt Hawkins and Zack Ryder in a tag team title match at WrestleMania, so you can do whatever the fuck you want. You have Kurt Angle get into a crazy storyline. It's like, oh, because you lost to Baron Corbin at WrestleMania, you have to be Baron Corbin's manager.
That would be interesting. I think.
Think about it. Because then you get Baron Corbin off the mic.
Yeah.
And now you have Kurt Angle trying to talk for him. Yeah, you're going to have conflict, kind of like when Sheamus and Cesaro were becoming a tag team. It was, heel Sheamus and face Cesaro, and then they finally came together. You can have that with a manager, Kurt Angle, and a wrestler, Baron Corbin. You could have your conflict for the next month or two, and then it could turn into an organically good relationship of a manager / wrestler. And I think that would be fucking awesome.
Could, if he manages anyone though, I think
Chad Gable and Bobby Roode.
No, I think just Chad Gable. And then watch Chad Gable be a singles.
Or Apollo Crews.
Maybe Apollo. Or even on SmackDown. I mean, there's a couple people he could try to manage.
Roman Reigns.
No.
I know.
But I'm thinking more like people he has history with. Like, he could make like a weird alliance with Orton. He could, he could manage Rousey.
When she comes back from having a baby.
I don't think she's actually leaving, because everyone keeps saying, like, that all these stories of her leaving aren't really true, and that she's scheduled to appear at live events up until, like, the next pay-per-view, so...
That'd be weird.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, we'll see. But yeah, I thought, the match was underwhelming.
Yeah.
But I thought the ending was awesome. I thought the ending was really awesome, especially knowing that Kurt Angle went for the moonsault.
Yeah.
Because he used to do that from time to time. And being as old as he is, I don't know, 47, 48, 49, whatever the fuck. And he goes for the moonsault, he misses. End of days, 1, 2, 3, clean win for Baron Corbin. Love it. But I honestly do believe this is not his official retirement. Like, it's his retirement for probably like a year or two.
Kind of like Matt Hardy's retirement.
Exactly.
Like, it just...
Or Ric Flair's. I'm Ric Flair, I'm going to retire. My last match was at WrestleMania against Shawn Michaels. 6 months later, I'm in TNA.
Well, technically he retired from WWE, so that really wasn't a lie.
Okay, I'll give you that. I'll give you that.
But
yeah.
Like, I think Kurt will probably stay out a little longer than that, because, I mean, as you can tell with, like, his wrestling now, it's taken a lot out of him.
Oh, yeah.
He needs time to just
relax.
Not be taking bumps every week and just let him, get through and heal.
He's done. For the time being.
Like,
he'll have, like, one match every 3-4 years.
Like, there's a few people, like, I thought that would be really good with him. Like, Chad Gable would be really good, because it would give him a chance to be solo, and he's a really good wrestler, and could use that. Apollo Crews would be good. Heavy Machinery would be funny, because they technically both are amateur wrestlers.
That'd be so funny.
They just act weird, but they are both, like, really good amateur wrestlers, or were.
That would be really funny.
So, like, if Jason Jordan was still around, I'd say Jason Jordan would have been an obvious thing, but he can't wrestle anymore because he's not.
That whole storyline is dead. Oh, my legitimate son, or what?
Because his neck is too messed up and he can't take bumps anymore.
Because he has a broken freaking neck.
Or even, like, hell, you could go to NXT and just manage some of those people.
I don't think he'll go to NXT. But, whatever. But no, we'll have Monday Night Raw and SmackDown, and then we'll be on Tuesday or Wednesday. But before we go, I know it's late, and I'm coming down from a drunkenness, and we'll try to go through this fast, unless you want to go slow. I don't care.
Whatever.
NHL preview, playoff preview. Here we go. This is how it is, and I'm going to start from the top left in the East. It's the East. Yes. Yeah, I'm in the East. Tampa Bay and Columbus.
Tampa.
How many games?
5.
I say 6. Tampa Bay wins in 6. Boston at Toronto. Everybody is loving Boston, and Toronto, of course, is a high-flying offense that kind of slowed down, but Boston is just like on a, 20 points win streak or some bullshit like that?
Yeah.
What do you got?
Toronto.
I got Toronto in 7.
5. Yeah.
Wow.
I don't think Boston's that good.
Damn. Washington, Carolina.
Washington in 6.
I have Washington in 4. New York Islanders and the Pittsburgh Penguins.
Pittsburgh probably in 4 because Pittsburgh beats everyone in the playoffs.
I agree. I have Pittsburgh winning in 7. On the west side, Nashville, Dallas. Nashville is, you know how Dallas and Nashville are. Nashville and Dallas.
Say Dallas in 7.
I say Nashville in 6. Ooh, Dallas in 7. That'll be a nice. I like that. Winnipeg, again, the Jets. against the St. Louis Blues.
Jets in 5.
I say Jets in 5 also. Calgary versus the Colorado Avalanche. Who's it going to be?
Calgary in 6.
I have Calgary in 6 too. Holy shit. San Jose against...
Versus the team you said wouldn't make the playoffs.
Against the team that I said wouldn't make the playoffs. The Vegas Golden Knights.
I'd like to say Sharks because I have a lot of friends who are Sharks fans, but the Knights are going to win again at 5. The Knights do really good against San Jose.
You're probably right.
The Knights do really good against San Jose.
I have the Sharks in 7, so that means I'm going to be dead wrong. And I know I'm going to be dead wrong because...
The Knights keep winning when you say they'll lose.
Who's going to get to the Western Conference Finals?
Say
You have Dallas, Winnipeg, Calgary, and Vegas, so pick one of those 4.
Jets Vegas.
Jets Vegas in the Western Conference Finals?
Yep.
That's right. Well, for you, that's right. That's not for me, because I have Nashville and San Jose. And I have San Jose getting to the Stanley Cup. What do you got going to the Stanley Cup?
I'll say the Knights again.
Dear Mother of God.
It was right one time. Usually my teams miss the playoff every next year, so I can't predict them to win the night.
Fucking hell. Eastern Conference. Who's going to the Eastern Conference Finals? You got Tampa Bay versus Toronto and Washington
Tampa, Pittsburgh.
Tampa, Pittsburgh. I have Tampa and Washington. I have Tampa beating Washington.
I got Tampa going.
So you got Tampa and Vegas.
Yep.
Who wins it all?
Tampa. They finally get the...
Everybody loves Tampa, but I
think the Tampa finally gets their cup that they should have gotten when they beat the Hawks because they played a lot better than the Hawks that series.
I'm playing the Sharks. The Sharks over Tampa
Bay. You mean the Knights?
No, the Sharks.
The Knights?
The San Jose Sharks.
Las Vegas Knights?
San Jose Sharks.
Are going to lose to the Las Vegas Knights. So you're picking Las Vegas Knights.
Damn it. No, it's the Sharks.
The Knights.
But it's funny, you know what? You are the 4th person that said Tampa Bay is coming out of the East. Do you know what that means?
It's probably going to be Pittsburgh or Boston.
Exactly. Yeah, you're right. You're right. It's going to be either Pittsburgh or Boston. But you know what? Tampa Bay Lightning are going to go to the Eastern Conference and win that Eastern Conference Finals. You have the Knights. You have the Lightning winning it all. I have the Sharks winning it all. We will be back Tuesday or Wednesday night. This is James.
I'm Adam.
I'm still drunk.
And Jeff Flacco's about to lose.